But yeah, I mean, we have all the uppers up, and we have most of the bases are up. Most of the bases are in. So that's what we're working on this evening. So
That's good.
the sinks in the island, which of course is right in the middle of the room, so it's hard to kind of do that first.
So is it like a moving island or?
No, it'd be a station. I
Just
don't have the
set.
sink and the dishwasher and all that in it, but
Good.
that's the middle of my paint booth. So
Are you wiring it for power?
yes, we are. Yeah.
That's a good call.
So yep, making some good progress there at least. Though, so. We have 3 people need to get on camera so we can all see their nice little faces.
It's funny because I have the power to turn everybody's mics and cameras on.
Just
On?
I mean, you'll just see blue, so...
Just turn everybody's cameras on and be like, hey.
Yeah.
We got CJ, he's double dipping. He was here last week. Yeah, last episode.
Yeah.
I was going to wear my Muxboard hat, and then one of my lovely dogs decided to find it because my kid threw it on the ground.
Nice.
I mean, you could
So is
still
that-
put it on.
How convenient. Yeah,
Like,
right.
a third of the bill was gone.
Dang. So is that the kid's fault or the dog's fault?
Yes.
Or David fault.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Well, it's
Just
2026.
means I have to place a new order.
Yeah.
It is 2026.
It's 2026.
Happy New Year.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I had to go grab this one off the shelf because I couldn't find mine.
Yeah.
This has still got the sticker on it and everything.
Yeah.
Isn't
Have
there
you
like some
send,
like theoretical date where you can't say Happy New Year anymore, right? Like you're past a certain point.
I
Should
don't know,
be.
27.
December 31st.
Anybody shooting fireworks for New Year's?
A
fountain and a
17Q
200
show.
gram.
17Q, perfect.
17Q.
It took you a couple weeks to put together, probably.
I
didn't it?
know. It did. It really did. Definitely didn't take an hour and a half the day of because the real show got postponed till this Saturday.
What a move?
Half my family is currently in Denver due to a death.
Mm.
So,
I'm sorry.
and then we're supposed to release the body, but then something got held up, so they were still in Denver. So I moved it till this Saturday, which is conveniently also my birthday. So
Oh, well, happy early birthday.
Happy birthday, yeah.
thank you.
You got to script your own show.
And do all the work for it.
Is it like one Q for each year of age, or I mean, are you gonna have a few Qs in there?
No, it is.
One station per year of age.
One-
Oh, definitely not. It is like 220 Qs though, so
Nice.
fairly decent sized power musical.
By having anything else exciting from New Year's or Christmas
Stranger
time,
Things
or
finale.
Stranger Things finale? That was popular.
That's about all we'll say about that, I guess.
If you haven't already watched it, you probably already know how it ends anyway at this point.
Yeah, everyone died. Sorry.
They had a pretty decent drone and power show for it. Announced it.
I'm just excited for...
in Vegas, the big show in Vegas. Yeah, that was
The big
5,000 drones they did, I think, like the largest drone show.
I actually haven't seen that show yet. It was good?
They did a nice job. There's a lot of
Good.
custom work in it. Yeah. They
Have
did
to
like
check that
full
out.
portraits of cast. There's some pyro and drones, so they did it up right.
Yeah. Well, they had the whole portal with the waterfalls around it, and then Vecna coming through the back of it.
Oh
It
yeah, that was cool. That looked really good.
Yeah.
And the Demogorgon and
Yeah.
L.
Really brought back those feelings of, you know, the first time we really saw that collab at PGI a couple years ago, right? Where you had the big hand in the sky. You know, it really kind of brought back that kind of feel. Yeah.
It's amazing how drone shows have already begun to mature a little bit and change, and you see one this year and it's not the same as what we remember, when they first started coming around.
Yeah, sorry, but a couple hundred drones. Now it's thousands of drones, right? It's crazy. It's
right.
Just imagine what we'll have in like 5-10 years, like tens of thousands of drones.
That drone show they did, was it in Shanghai? That was the record-breaking drone show. Some of those effects were really cool, like the Galaxy.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Is that the one where they had the big like tree of life kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
They're
That
like
was pretty
sped
cool. That was
up into the
memorable.
tree.
yeah, that was pretty amazing.
I think a pyro tree would be a lot of fun to shoot. I know it's a lot of keys and positions, but
That's a lot of mods.
It's a lot of
just-
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things coming together at one precise moment.
Yeah, right.
Anybody got any shows coming up soon?
Nope, I got a few
define
emails.
soon.
you got what?
Yeah.
Emails?
Yeah, I got a few emails about shows, contracts. People want to know, what's the deal going to be this year. So I don't have any shows booked coming up.
Curtis, you shooting a show next month?
Maybe a small one. I don't know. 700-800 cues, maybe.
Yeah.
It's kinda
Small.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Pyro Unleashed. Tune in weekly as Donnie and David discuss all things pyro, from the business aspect of the industry to technical tips and mesmerizing pyro designs. On Pyro Unleashed, we invite cutting-edge experts to the podcast to discuss their role in making this industry a success. So, sit back and unleash your inner pyro with us.
Hey everybody, CJ here with Muxboard, and if you're serious about your firing system, you also need accessories you can trust. I've been designing custom slats, breakout boards, adapters, and more for over a decade, and that makes Muxboard the industry OG. Still not sure? I get it, but here's the thing. Every slat and breakout board is designed, built, and inspected to meet or exceed IPC electronics industry standards. And that's a level of quality and reliability you're not going to see just anywhere. So don't settle for less. Check out the new website and see for yourself. Muxboard.com. That's MUXBRD.com. Now, let's get back to the podcast.
Dream, slide it down, slide it right. Custom cuts lighting up the night. More raw breed for the pros and the crews. He just got the fix for what you do. Slide it down, slide it ball. Precision lines never getting old. For the sparks, for the flames, for the show. More war slats where the legends go.
What's up?
How's it going?
What's up, buddy?
We think we got it figured out.
I think you got it. For everybody that doesn't know, this is John Ehret with Ehret Boom. You did the 110-100, right? And
Hey guys.
Oh, nice.
the anthem at PGI, right? Or not the dance, the anthem, the
21 gun salute.
thank you. Yep, I was getting there. Good.
For those that weren't at PGI, what salutes were the 110-100?
We did a segment where we shot. There was nothing else going on. It was just a single salute, and then 10 salutes at once, and then 100 salutes at once.
I mean, what type of salutes? Were they built on site or?
No, I manufactured them. They were long body 4-inch cylinder salutes.
Nice.
A lot of salutes.
And where can you get those?
So my salutes are available from Wisely Pyrotechnics.
Shameless self plug there.
almost had to beg him to come out and say it, you know. John, where are you
David,
from?
I am from Brazil, Indiana. I guess I'll tell you guys
Okay.
a little bit about myself and
Yeah.
kind of the background on what I do. So I manufacture cylinder salutes anywhere from 3-inch to 6-inch. And they're all cylinder style, longer body style. I've been manufacturing for about 15 years now. I have a mentor because you'll see a lot of similarities in my salutes that you'll see from Little Big Shots from Albert. He's the one that taught me everything that I know. So I'm continuing that tradition of well-built salutes.
Do you use the same formula or have you modified it? I know you can't say what the formula is, but
I won't say what the formula is, but I took a lot of Albert's ideas and changed them a little bit to what I think works best. And when you talk to different manufacturers, you will get different inputs on how to make the same device. And everybody has a better way of doing it, they think. I'm not saying my way is better than his. Who knows? You know, you just do what you think is right. So after I spent years with him learning his tricks and trades that he'd passed along to me, and made him into my own.
Yeah.
nice. And I don't know if you're willing to divulge, but weight of comp in each?
No.
No. cut.
Wait, who said no?
I did.
A lot.
It's really not for your safety. It's more for his.
Yeah.
All of it.
Not enough.
More or less than a bag of sugar.
I will say, I will say though, that's great to hear because the amount of high quality manufacturing of that kind of thing here, there's just not a lot of it, and there's not a lot of options, and there's not a lot of places to go to. So in some respects, it's like I hear something like that, and it's less about, oh, it's going to be like this competition versus this competition. Like, oh, we actually have someone who's passing this art on, so it can actually last here. That there's so little of that here. So it's kind of nice.
That's exactly what I try to remind people of when they see similarities in my product, because you put them right next to each other and you're going to be like, oh, this looks like a little Big Shot shell. But it's because Albert has made the best salutes and most reliable salutes for years that everybody can count on. And I'm looking forward and I'm honored to be able to continue that tradition. You know, learning a skill like that from somebody that is experienced and being able to continue it on throughout my life, you know, because the biggest thing that I strive on is quality. I want the shooters to be able to go up and hand light a big salute knowing it's going to work how it's supposed to work. This isn't a Chinese thrown together, 3-inch ball salute. These are quality salutes. And American manufacturing is extremely difficult to get into due to regulations, between DOT, ATF. They weren't too bad. I mean, I've had my license for a very long time. So dealing with them in this transitional period from a hobbyist to actual commercial manufacturing was a pretty easy process. But DOT and dealing with insurance, that was a struggle. Mm-hmm. But now I'm happy I am where I am. It just took a long time to get here. But the other American manufacturers that are out there, like F&F, A&M, everybody else, it's a very small group of us that are out there doing legit commercial manufacturing.
In your process, do you focus more on the building aspect, or do you try to tune them to where it's more cracky or boomy? I know there's all different decibels and pitches of salutes.
I mean, I more go for, I enjoy the crack out of mine. but the boomier side of things, I mean, you change the chemistry a little bit, and then you can achieve that. I have found that the crack I have enjoyed a lot more, and a lot of my friends and customers they enjoy them the way that they are. It's just two different ways that you can do it. To get that deep thud from a salute, and then to get that crack. I like that. I seem to have found a balance in the center that I'm happy with.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you manufacture anything else other than just salutes?
All I do is salutes.
All I do is-
Don't fix a
In
wheel unless
business,
it's
we
broken.
often say it's all about do what you do well,
Yeah.
and leave the rest alone.
Exactly. I've got a lot of friends that are fantastic color shell builders, and I really enjoy watching their work, but that is not something that I am really dialed in at. I can make salutes all day, every day, but color shells, of course I've made some, but it's just, I enjoy the salute side of things more, and especially with the lack of salutes, with things changing in China with the quality of 3-inch ball salutes or 4-inch ball salutes that come from China. I pride myself in saying that I make them how they used to be, good and hard hitting, and it's hard to find these days.
What size do you manufacture? What's your range that you manufacture?
3-inch to 6-inch.
I figured. Cool. Yeah.
Have you ever made colored salutes, or is that just out of your wheelhouse?
I have, and it's an interesting concept. I've worked with different colored Lamparis, where you get that purple and the greens out of it, but it's more of just kind of fun to screw around than, even think about commercially manufacturing something like that.
Do you make Lamparis?
Yes, but not for commercial sale. That is part of a respect thing I leave to Albert, because he's still in business, and I don't want to step on too many feet getting involved.
Yeah. What's the process like for getting, EX numbers and all that? Yep.
So it kind of depends. I mean, if you're looking at getting EX numbers for, let's say, a 5-inch color shell, it's a lot easier, because that will be classified under the 1.3G, and you can go through the APA and do your own testing, file everything with FEMSMA and DOT yourself. But when you get into salutes and you do anything that's over I believe it's 71 grams of flash powder, then you get into the 1-1 side of things. And that's where it gets expensive, because DOT requires all of the testing to be done by a DOT and FEMSMA certified individual. And there's a few labs in the United States that offer this service, but what happens is you have to ship them some samples for them to do drop testing. They have to put it in an oven at a certain temperature for a certain period of time to show that it's stable. And then you have to work through some, you have to put your report together, basically, to present to DOT. Now, if you were just building some color shells and wanted to get a EX number, it's pretty simple and straightforward. You can submit it on their website, and there you go. But when you get into the 1-1 side of things, DOT wants a little bit more, showing that these products are actually safe to put on the public roads.
Yeah.
So the testing side of things is very expensive, and it's a very lengthy thing to do, and I think that's what deters a lot of American manufacturers from getting involved with a 1-1 device.
Mm-hmm.
How
So
many
David
EX
is-
numbers
so
do
David-
you yourself manufacture?
So it would be 2, 4, 5, 6 EX
6,
numbers.
okay.
Yep. And there's a few different ways you can do it. I mean, you can do it as a single device, or you can do them as a
Yeah.
family, and there's benefits of doing it either way. And but it's a very complex process.
Was it a little nerve-wracking getting everything tested?
Yeah, when the first box dropped, I was a little nervous, but I had a lot of trust in my product, knowing it was built well. And when you hear that box release, and that package going down, you're like, oh man, I hope this doesn't go off. And then you have to do it 2 more times in different orientations.
Did you do
So is there
any,
some
like,
kind of an exemption process for when you're transporting those for testing, for certification? Yeah.
Yes, and you're required to get a letter from a certified examiner before those can be shipped. And what DOT does is, because they realistically at that time do not know what your devices are going to do in a accident on the freeway. So we were going for a 1-1 classification anyways, but DOT issued 1-1 classifications for the product when it left my plant to the testing facility so that it was covered. But yes, you do have to have written authorization from the examiner.
So out of all that, David, I heard that you can put the salute inside a microwave then, right? Because you said you can oven test them, right? I mean, it comes back to blowing up your microwave. I mean, come on. Like,
Well, got to do
I
something
mean,
in that
you should test it
microwave.
out. I mean, that's the way to test it, I guess, in your backyard.
Something like that.
How often do either yourself or an entity quality check your product?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Because I manufacture every single day. And I test my flash every single day just to make sure my recipe is correct. Because when you're doing larger volumes, you kind of get in the swing of things. You're just like, oh, well, I got to make, 50 3-inch shells today.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. You think you got it dialed in, but I always test my flash at the end of the day, because normally there's going to be some left over and you don't want to store that generally. So if I've got, let's say, 20 grams, it's easy to do, lay it out and watch its burn rate. And that's what I do to ensure my quality. Everything else is dialed in the process.
So when you're looking at that, last 20 grams of the day and you watch the burn rate, is that just look and feel? Is there a more technical way to measure, quantify that
Look
test?
and feel. I mean, if you can come up with a better way to quality test flash, I'd be...
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. It's like, I don't know
I'd
what
be
it would
all
be,
ears.
but there's got to be something, Yeah.
It's a lot of, when it comes to experience, being around flash powder and working with it every day. I mean, I can tell you by the feel of it, because I work with it so much, if I'm missing something. And it's extremely rare that I am, but I always like to make sure that it's on point. Because when people are buying my salutes, they're buying quality. They're not cheap, and I want to make sure that you're getting exactly what you pay for. And I've found myself in many situations where you buy a case of 3-inch shells from China, paperwork is involved, storage is involved, and you go to shoot it, and you're like, what the heck is this? And you're aggravated. So I want to make sure my customers are always taken care of.
Do you do sound measurements on each size, or does that even matter to you?
So the whole sound measurement thing you can kind of talk about all day, because it's all dependent on where you're shooting it. Are you in a valley, open field? I mean, I'm sure you guys have been around, open shooting at PGI, different locations, salutes sound different. So
even if you shoot it in the same location, you're talking about weather conditions, humidity that can play a factor. So
there's
that's
so
really
many factors.
Yeah.
Yep. That are playing in that. There's no, at least in my opinion, there's no point, because you're going to get a couple numbers and you're going to look at it and be like, oh, that's pretty cool. But what really matters is what it feels like in person. That's what I go off of. The testing side of things for decibels, I can tell you it's loud.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was like a minimum decibel that you make sure they reach in a specific venue, or if you've got your own testing site that you make sure they meet this specific decibel range.
Not generally. I mean, I will say it's not uncommon for me to go out to the mag and shoot one just for fun, out of the production, just to have a good time. So it's always consistent. But a lot of that
quality control is never a bad thing.
Yeah. A lot of it is figuring out your process and testing before these go on the market, so that they're always consistent. so that when it comes to manufacturing, I don't have to take the time each day to think, oh, I should probably shoot 1.4 just to make sure, that it's going to sound like all the other 4s. They're all going to sound the same.
And
Is there a large quantity discount? Asking for a friend.
I can give you my number. I can hook you up with the Wisely guys. They'll be able to tell you.
He might know somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Are you building? Is this all you A through Z, soup to nuts kind of thing, or do you have like employees or other people you work with, or right now is it just John?
It is just John, and I do that for a reason.
A lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but it's also back to the quality control thing.
Yeah.
I do not have to worry about, how well somebody did on crowning some time fuse, or did they do the leader correctly? Did they measure out the BP right? Everything that is done, my eyes are on it. My hands are the only ones that touch it.
I can't imagine the process of like if you wanted to build a staff to build fireworks, of how hard that would be. Like,
It's
I know
very
that's
difficult.
I know that's why it's so hard in the States to scale it, and why so many people have had difficulty with it, because it's such an art, and it's such a combination of skill and tenacity at the same time to make it work all the time, and to find someone else who would want to do that with you, there's just not a lot of.
Yeah, and I can say that there's a couple of people I know that manufacture commercially, or at least have at one point, and both of them have a couple of characteristics that are similar, and kind of comes down to, if you boil it down to, nobody's going to do it their way every time, and they don't trust anybody. They want to do it their way. They want to be the one. There's definitely a struggle to hand that off, and I can't think of the word for it, but they got control issues. Let's be honest. I think is part of it as well.
I mean,
Absolutely.
with fireworks.
And I do see a lot of that, like in myself, when, I get friends that ask me, hey, can I help you out for a day? I'm like, no, sorry. Like I just, but it's part of it is the nature of the business that we're in. We're dealing with explosives. This stuff is no joke. So, and especially a 6-inch salute or a 5-inch salute, that's not forgiving if somebody makes a mistake.
Yeah. It's
What
not
about
quite like if
insurance?
you were making cakes or something, or we're going to be a chocolatier, and oh no, we have a batch of chocolate. It's not that that works.
Well, I can only
Exactly.
imagine. If with the business being just you alone, I assume that affords you some exemptions and grace with some of the occupational safety stuff as well, or is that not the case?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah.
It does make it
You
easier when
don't
it
have
comes
to have
like
a sexual harassment policy, probably, when you're the only one.
we don't have to have that at my place.
How does John feel about John today?
It does make things a little bit easier, yes.
Yeah, and I mean, let's face it, all that kind of stuff, it's there for a good reason, but it also adds a lot of red tape, complexity, and cost. And if you can avoid that, maybe there's some value in that for everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How hard was it to get insurance to do what you're doing?
A nightmare.
I was going to say, can you have multiple people even at your facility while you're doing stuff, or no?
That's a question for my insurance agent.
Like if I wanted to come visit,
No.
not record anything,
The answer is no.
just to visit and hang out, watch the process.
Make sure his glasses are the same and he doesn't have the Meta AI glasses.
Have to watch on the road.
I don't think there would be any issues with it, but I think they're more concerned about, if you have a full-time employee that's there every day, that I think that's when things kind of change. But when it comes to, visitors and people kind of checking things out, I don't see any issues with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other guy I know that did manufacturing in Missouri, he definitely had prospective customers out that checked out the process. He had suppliers out, things like that, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to say he had people coming in and out all the time, but it was certainly not unusual for him to have guests on the property and involved in the process.
Yes, and I mean, you can take a look at too, even from the regulatory side of things. You know, when ATF comes out, they're technically a guest on the property, or when our state fire marshal comes out for the magazine inspections, technically a guest on the property. It's kind of the same thing. You know, if I've got somebody that's really interested and wants to check out what's going on, I don't see any issues with it. I mean, I do protect my secrets, but I don't see any issues with it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you
cat field
use any
trip.
machinery.
There we go.
Yeah. Are there plans on ever getting into anything besides just single break salutes, or is that pretty much just going to be your bread and butter?
For commercial, it is just single break salutes. For my own fun, that's different.
Will we see any John multi-break salutes at PGI anytime soon?
I don't know. You're going to have to wait and see. I may have been working on something. Who knows?
Might be a couple things working, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you commercially, like, okay, well, I've been selling or started selling?
This is our first 2026 is our first year.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Like, it sounds like I wasn't sure. Like, I wasn't sure if you started the end of last year, if this is it right now.
No, we I started once everything was heading in the right direction with EX numbers, insurance, all of the big red tape that deters everybody.
Yeah.
That's when I started accepting the pre-order with the Wisely guys, because they were very interested, and they're the ones that are carrying my product exclusively. So it took a lot to kind of get to where we are today, but we're up and running this year, and it's looking like it's going to be a good year.
I'll be shocked if you don't move a lot of it, by the way.
There's we've got a lot of people interested.
A lot of people.
I'll send you an order, David.
All right.
I'll send you
There
my
we go.
request.
Is it going to be Sky Wars or, you know?
Other than carrying on the legacy of what Little Big Shots started, is there any other specific reasons why you wanted to get into salute building?
I've always enjoyed, you know, large color shells. I've just always enjoyed fireworks since I was a kid. But the thing that always made me excited was these little, when I was a kid growing up, my neighbor got these little single shot Thunder Kings. And, you know, he'd shoot off the color shells and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And he'd shoot off a salute and I'm like, yeah, like that's the good stuff. But salutes, it's been in my blood since I was a kid, and it's always had my interest. And a lot of people ask me, they say, you know, well, don't you get bored just making the same thing every day, just salutes and noise? And no, I don't. I've loved it this entire journey, and I don't see that changing.
Would you classify yourself as a thump junkie?
Yes. Yes.
Do you mix everything by hand, or do you have a machine that mixes?
Everything is done by hand.
Everything? Okay.
Wow.
So I'm guessing you've got very intricate static discharge stations, or...
I do. Yep. And that's one of your biggest enemies is going to be the static. And it needs to be under control. And a lot of it's weather based too. You know, that's something that I pay attention to as well. You know, if it's a bright sunny day outside and it's 90 degrees, it's probably not a good day for flash.
Are you in a humidity and temperature controlled environment when you're mixing flash, or no?
Generally not. There's other safety protocol that I take when it comes to most of my flash is mixed outside.
Oh, like open air?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
Not in
So
your
windy
basement.
days are not.
Not in my basement. ATF.
so I guess also if it's going to be a thunderstorm, you take the day off.
Usually.
So how many days throughout the year do you actually get to manufacture then?
Normally it's 5 days a week. So it's every day. It's an everyday grind. Weather, the only time it really changes things, if we're getting into July and it's crazy hot, or even into August, that changes things a little bit. But fall, winter, and springtime, there's some pretty good opportunities in there that you can take advantage of due to weather.
Quantity wise, you don't have to answer this if this is something you don't want to answer. Like for you, like, okay, this is my hoped for production on certain processes or steps in a given week or month, or this is how many shells I want to make this day. Like, what's considered like a good production day for you? And if you don't want to answer that, I get it.
No, that's fine. I look to be around 25 shells a day.
That's moving.
Is that like sixes and fives, or like just anything 25 a day?
Larger. That's going to be my larger salutes. Smaller ones, you can go through those a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
But the larger shells, any 4-inch and 4-inch long bodies, 5-inch long bodies, those ones 25 a day from start to finish it's a good day.
So you try to, from start to finish, try to make sure you build out every shell before the end of the day, or do you have like a stopping point? If you get to a certain place, you're okay with stopping there?
There is a stopping point, and when I was working with ATF on getting the processing area and the magazines taken care of, because on my property we have two. We have a Type 4 and a Type 2 magazine. So that if I have unfinished salutes, I can put them in the Type 2 magazine, because then they'd be considered bulk salutes, and you can't put that in the Type 4. So I do have the option, if something happens, to be able to put them in there. But I generally try to finish them all in one day.
Travis said John didn't know this was an interview.
I'm sorry, we turned this into an interview. He's like, I thought this was going to be like a chat.
You guys are good, man. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect.
No, this is a good time.
I love it. It's great information.
I ask away, guys. I'm not shy. I'll tell you what's going on.
If there are beginner,
like long walks on the beach.
Oh my gosh!
What's your favorite color?
Boom.
Loud.
And do you like pineapple on pizza?
Wait, that's later.
Yeah, that's Final 5. Come on, Don.
Yeah.
Wait, is
Don't
white
ask me
your
if he likes
favorite
upside
color?
down pineapple on pizza.
White, your favorite color.
Stop, David.
For any aspiring builders out there, what advice would you give them?
50% do it, 50% don't. No.
What I would say is, and I'm very careful with this, because it's not it's not a game when you're mixing this kind of stuff. Even doing color shells, I mean, there is so much risk. If anybody's curious about getting involved, I mean, the PGI has great courses for you to go make some shells, try it out, see if it's for you in a controlled environment. Now, if somebody's interested in getting involved in building and they know someone that has experience, get tied up with them. I mean, there's so many clubs out there with so many great builders that give you so many options to safely and legally do it. Get involved with those. I understand there's always going to be the backyard hobbyists that, make 5 shells a year, and they don't technically know what they're doing, but they're having fun and they're being safe with it. I get that, but I always recommend getting involved with somebody that knows what they're doing, just because of the risks that are associated with this. I mean, it's no joke. It's dangerous stuff.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Okay, you're hired.
You're hired.
I didn't know this was a job interview.
Surprise.
Why?
I wonder when,
Surprise.
like, what are the first shows we'll start seeing John show up at? As far as like his product, like what shows are we going to see him in first?
I would probably talk to the guys at Wisely about that one. I know PGI asked me to do the 21 gun salute again this year. I've been doing it for it's my third or fourth year. After Dr. X, they're not doing it anymore, and so I'm taking that over. So you'll see my 21 gun salute, and then there will be some specials from John in the near future. I will say at PGI, come see me at the open shooting beeline if you want to hand light a couple salutes, because I always like to bring all kinds of stuff for people that either have lit a lot of stuff or they haven't, to have the opportunity to light them. I get a lot of enjoyment out of people being able to see that.
Do you make ground salutes too?
Of course.
like commercially?
Commercially, not at this moment. There's some things in the works, but no, not currently at the moment.
What's the
Darn.
biggest salute you've ever made for personal use?
Personal use.
All I'll say is if you go on YouTube and you scroll through PGI ground salutes, you might see a video of somebody holding a big one over their shoulder, and walking out there and lighting it. I'm not saying whose it is, but I might know the guy.
Have you ever had anyone tell you that was too big of a salute?
Constantly.
Not a common problem for John, is it?
Yeah, it's. I mean, a lot of people, and it's more of people that really aren't exposed to the 1.3 or 1.1 side of things. When they see a 5-inch long body salute for the first time, it can be a lot.
All right. Is Zach just going to stay quiet over there?
Yeah. Zach isn't going to talk to us
I've been
tonight.
very shocked that Zach has
We're
been
not
quiet.
talking about Zach. He's not talking.
I'm lurking.
I was going to say, is he still there? He hasn't responded to the chat at all.
Taking a nap.
He's working on his Legos.
Why aren't you ever on camera, Zach?
We're going to have to come
I
up
don't
with
feel like setting it up.
Yeah, that's his excuse. That's his excuse all the time. I don't want to have him set it up.
Hey, David, don't you have the ability to just turn on his camera?
It'll be blue.
It'll just show this.
I was going to say, hopefully he's dressed this time.
This time.
What did you guys get me involved with?
You don't want to know.
That episode never aired.
That episode never aired.
It's unleashed for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
What event is everybody going to this year?
What event aren't we going to?
Star Wars.
Travis said he has family more important than going to PGI.
Yeah.
I found
What?
So okay. In my
I'm just
defense,
giving you a hard
not
time.
only do I have a school conflict from my kids and a work conflict, I also found out my nephew's getting married smack dab in the middle of PGI at a destination wedding. So
What?
Not
Maybe
sure
what's
any
the
of the
most
normal bunch.
anticipated event everyone's going to?
there's a lot of good ones this year.
Yeah.
I mean, start at the beginning of the year. Is anyone going to make it to like Western Winter Blast or Elevate?
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes.
No and
Gonna
no.
be a
Nope.
good
Nope.
time.
No.
Nope and nope. I want to go to Western Winter Blast one of these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
I'll go
my
with
first
that.
time. I'm excited.
I've heard it's not as exciting as PGI, but still quite the thrill.
It's different.
I'm hearing it's different. And they had, the highest queue count in the U.S. so far? Last year, right?
The Mongoose show.
Mongoose show, right?
Yeah.
So there's aspects of it that are, I think, bigger, but I mean, You know, is 12,000 cues realistic? I don't know.
Bigger doesn't always mean better.
Right.
I mean, we're gonna break that Skywars, right, Zach?
Stop it.
Bigger is
I told you I don't even want to hit 3,000.
6,336, right? That's the magic number.
No, we have to end it in 6-9.
13,000
No,
or
6-7.
15,000 cues would look terrible in a 15-minute show. Just gonna say
That's a lot.
it's
We
too
could do-
many.
I'm a firm
Too
believer
many.
in quality over quantity.
Yeah, amen.
You could do 1,000 cues a minute. Come on, guys.
Oh my gosh, John.
What was it?
We're gonna need
Skywars?
Hey, John, we're gonna need a lot more of those fire tech mods in.
Was it Skywars where they were popping igniters one year as effects?
Yeah, Tim
Coach Timmy
Jameson.
rule.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Coach Timmy roll.
How many
So-
extra cues was that?
We could just fire a bunch of E-matches off across the field. I mean,
E-match costs more than mines now.
Ain't that something though?
So,
Did anyone
Travis,
ever
is there
think
Go
that
ahead.
E-match would cost more than a 22 millimeter mine?
Oh, these are the
Yes.
times, Curtis.
Yeah.
What, David?
Is there a Coach Timmy rule for Elevate? Is that what I was?
There
hearing?
is. Yeah, Jonathan. They when they sent us the rule, they said there's a Coach Timmy rule, which is you can't use. It was up front. They said you can't do this. They were pretty smart about it. So the Elevate rules, because I'm shooting at Elevate this year, one of the competition shows. They try to get more of a what I'll call the stock car kind of approach, where, or you might also call it more like a European style rules, where all of our 20 mil shots and 30 mil shots and so on, there's a set cost and then there's a budget. So even if I can get them cheaper, or if someone else can get them cheaper, it still has to add to the same amount. So,
interesting.
so even if it costs me a little bit more, someone else a little bit less, it creates more of a level playing field that
Playing
way.
field.
And we have to turn in our final costs. And so they've broken it out from it's specific enough where even there's like what they call the Chinese kind of cost list, and then what premium effects list, what it would cost, what you can give in your budget. And so as you're going through it, you can kind of see where you can game the system a little bit here and there. But for the most part, the hope is it will level it out so that you can't just like throw money at it to win it kind of thing. So
Yeah, it's like a point system. Each effect is like a certain point, and then you add all your points up at the end. That's what you got to be better.
think of honestly, it's a little bit like Pyro Jam, where everything costs a certain amount.
Yeah.
And except you're going to have to pull from your own inventory or from the inventory you're going to get from other manufacturers. So, I think it's a pretty smart way to do it. And you can only have 5 positions. We only have like 12 feet in height. And so you're not going to be doing a lift.
Yeah.
So things like that will keep it from just being like, oh, who can show up with the most money and the most crew kind of thing. So,
Yeah. So
which is good.
What was the budget like this year for you guys? What was the budget like this year for you guys, Travis?
Budget for Elevate?
Yeah.
$4,000 is the max.
Okay.
But it's a 5-minute show. I mean,
That's a lot for
Yeah.
yeah, and you can do, and the budget ranges they gave us were such that you could do quite a few cues. Like for me, I'm like, okay, I've hit my ceiling a little bit, and I'm looking for where I can sub for premium effects a little bit, because it's like at some point it's just a lot of cues because that field is not big. I love the exhibition space they have for the vendors, and I love the hotel, and I love that they know the space. I know they've debated it. The field is tight, and that's my only criticism of the event. Honestly, is that I wish it were deeper and wider.
Yeah.
So,
How many iterations are you on now?
on my show,
Yeah.
7. I'm on V7,
Oh,
but
that's it.
but I go pretty deep on V1, and then V2, 4, 5, 6, 7 happen pretty fast. And some of those variations are when you get into things like, oh, I'm going to start breaking this out by, I'm going to have a very specific thing happening at this position, or these positions. So it's less about show scripting and more about now I'm about to rack this thing. So that's a thing.
For $4,000, for $4,000, Travis, you can put an awful lot of ground salutes in there. I mean, John can make a lot of ground salutes with $4,000.
Yeah, I could. A lot.
Yeah, only if this weren't a 1-4 show, so I can't use any 1-3.
I just take the howling part off the howling to salute cakes. Then you got ground salutes.
I can't even use Ghostbusters.
Oh man!
Wow.
I was trying to get Chris Odell on here. He wanted to learn about your show, Travis.
We have
Need to have a trash talk episode.
He, Mike, and I, we've had a pretty active little chat on Facebook.
Good.
It's gone quiet over the holiday period, but especially right after it was announced, we were super chatty with each other, just trying to figure things out.
Can we talk about how we got that lift on the field when it was snowy? Did you guys watch his show?
The man lift?
Yeah, the man lift.
Yeah,
I know how he did it, but
so I haven't watched the show yet. I saw some of the stuff he was working on for it, and I know he was frustrated with a few things after the fact. I haven't seen it yet, but just when I saw in the setup photos, I was like, man, that reminds me why I don't do New Year's shows. It's so fun to shoot in a tundra. It's I did a show 2 weeks prior to that, and when the weather was a little bit better, but I think everybody here knows just shooting in the cold is not always the easiest.
Yeah.
Especially in lipos.
Yeah.
That's the universal thing for all firing systems is the cold. All batteries of any kind hate the cold. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My fingers hate the cold too, though. So.
Travis just mentioned cold and New Year's. Everybody watched the New Year's Eve show that Garrison did up in North Dakota?
I did.
Yeah.
David live streamed it.
What we all think about all those Roman candles?
There's a
I
lot of
wish they were
smoke.
colored.
Yeah, a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
A lot of smoke.
If you watch
the
Cody
sort of thing,
B's
though,
video, it's less smoke.
Yeah, but see, that's the sort of thing where it's kind of like the mass crackle at Sky Wars.
Yeah.
Where you can sit on a live stream and be like, oh, all this smoke or whatever, but when you're there live, I'm sure it's like that was insane. Some things don't translate as well.
Yeah.
I have to wonder what was louder, the world record or the mass crackle launch.
Crackle's pretty loud.
Could ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That crackle.
4,500 of those candle barrages is crazy.
Yeah, that 2.8 million, just over 2.8 million crackle stars.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. If you go out there, and watch Cody B's behind the scenes video of it, it's really fascinating to kind of see everything that went into all that, and the pallets upon pallets of Roman candles in the warehouse was insane to even think about. Like all the work that goes into them having to unpack all those, rack them all, quick match all them things, cover them up. I mean, that's a ton of work. I mean, that's a lot of man hours.
The fire rate came out really well, didn't it? Like almost 100%.
They did a really good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anyone count, pause the video and count how many pallets there were?
I think there was 14.
Yeah,
I thought he said the video was 21. I thought he said 21 in the video, but
Was there 21?
Oh, maybe I missed that.
yeah,
I
I
know
was
there
trying
was
to
a
count
lot.
it too. Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine having
There was over
to
400
deal with that.
cases.
Yeah.
I think there was, what,
I mean,
1,049 candles?
Travis has seen that many pallets in his barn probably a couple times or two.
I have.
It was over 5,000 individual candles.
Yeah.
It's wild.
And the fact that each candle 555 shots, I don't know that any candle before that had that many shots.
Well, there's a few candle barrages out there that are in that range, that neighborhood, that
Yeah.
500 range.
Yeah.
I think part
I've
of what
seen
you're looking
several-
for when you're doing a record like that is consistency and does it go and it's a good candle. It's partially count, getting some of that, get the count up, but also is it a good candle that will go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they all ended on time pretty much. I mean, there wasn't very many that ran long. Like it was pretty spot on there.
It wasn't like the Sky Wars things that hung out.
Like pyro.
What was those things were otherworldly. I was like, this feels like a punk episode of Punk from like 10 years ago.
And they were so small too. They were so small. Like we all have no idea how long they were that long.
I was angry for you.
And it's not like it was just yours; it was everyone's too.
No, everybody got them.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone was screwed.
Some people started theirs like in the beginning of the show. By the end of the show, they were done. Right? Like.
Yeah, you had to. It's almost like who could actually make it go the longest.
Curtis, want to give us any secrets on the show you're prepping for KCAP coming up, or?
What I will say, this may be a little spoiler, but sure, why not? It's going to be a cancer tribute show.
Okay. All right.
Very good.
Is this the one where you were going to do the Lance work?
I am doing the Lance piece.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're doing the ribbon?
It'll be a ribbon. I won't say what color.
Purple.
Totally purple. No, the show started out as a tribute to my niece who just recently got to ring the bell. And it's morphed into just a general cancer tribute with paying homage to certain members of my family and maybe some club members. So yeah, the ribbon will not be one single color, but it'll be a couple different colors.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I think that's going to hit a lot of people in the right spot that have been through something like that.
Yeah.
And then being able to see that out on the field. I mean, myself, my mom, but she had breast cancer, and when she got through it, luckily, it was the greatest thing in the world, because you just don't know with that sort of a thing. And then incorporating that into a show, it's so meaningful. That's very cool.
Yeah, and the Lance piece, I'm making sure that it's its own thing. It'll start by itself, and there may be things, about halfway through the Lance, but I'm definitely going to showcase the Lance piece by itself to start.
Very cool.
Wonderful.
Not the start of the Pyro musical, but the start of the Lance piece.
Yeah.
That'll help it not get drowned out by everything else that's going on, and it allows people to focus on that moment. That's very cool.
Yeah. I'm excited. It's a large Q count show, but I'm excited. It's been like probably almost 2 years in the making. I knew what I wanted to do for my niece's Ring the Bell the year after she was diagnosed with leukemia. And then it kind of became we don't want to make her Ring the Bell celebration a big spectacle. So then I started thinking, where else could I do this? And I'm like, I always try to shoot at our first club event. So I was like, why not shoot it there? And then I was like, there's other cancer people, survivors. So I was like, why not just make it a general cancer tribute show?
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
Anybody else doing a show there?
I think Zach might be doing something.
He's doing rockets.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How many bottle rockets you bringing, Zach?
Here.
So Brian and I were throwing around the idea of doing a bottle rocket mass launch, but then I quickly talked him out of that because the sticks from the large rockets are already a problem. So we didn't. I mean, I have cases here, and I was like, "You understand how many bottle rockets are in a case, right?" He was like, 1,000, right? And I was like, "It's a little more than that." So we decided that it
10,
wasn't a good
000?
idea to have to deal with all those little sticks. So I don't think we're doing bottle rockets anymore, but I can promise that there will be a strobe rocket mass launch. that is happening. So
Do those count as a white strobing rocket mass launch?
shut up.
Sorry for all non-fake cappers. That's kind of an inside joke.
There's context that everyone else is missing, but those who get it,
There is no context to that joke.
It's like 6, 7.
K-Cap, and I have no idea where the white strobing thing came from originally. So
You were there.
It came
Yeah,
from
you were
Summersfest, the
Summer's
auction.
Fest at the auction.
Yeah.
Zach kept asking what kind of shells they were.
Are they white strobing?
Okay.
Well, one of the longest running jokes.
Actually, I think blame Curtis's, but we won't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
See, you missed the part. That's not a joke, though. The white strobing is.
Now it's blame Zach. Hey, Zach,
did
how
one
many Qs
thing.
are on a Cobra mod again?
19.
19.
I don't shoot Cobra, okay?
No other firing system has 19 either.
It's
That
just-
was
it's
the
just-
problem.
It's just bad that I did it twice in a row. Okay, for context here, one thing that you have to know about me is that when I do larger shows, I like to hand address them because of the way that I like to organize my rails and my mods and stuff. I don't do that anymore for reasons I'm going to get to shortly. But I also design shows for people and I help them clean them up and address them and stuff. And 2 shows in a row over the 4th of July area, I accidentally put a Q19. Thank goodness it was easily fixable on site. One of them was a very expensive 6-inch shell that I put as Q19, so if they wouldn't have caught it, I would have been in a lot of trouble. But yeah, so I don't do
And
that
the other
anymore.
one I caught.
He says that. He just wanted the 6-inch shell for himself.
I believe it.
I was.
It was a
probably a
disco
ghost
ghost,
shell.
John. Yeah, it was a
See,
disco ghost.
Exactly. He wanted it for himself.
Me? I wasn't even there.
So Zach can be sometimes a bit of a cynic when he gets into new things, and when we looked at doing racking in Finale 3D Pro for the PGI show, and we were meeting with Jonathan because he was, and in PS is very good at hand addressing things. Like he's very good at doing all the racking himself, and there's some pros to that because you literally have your whole show memorized when you do that, but it also takes a lot of time. And when we started running through the racking features and Jonathan was showing some things and we started playing with it, he's like, this is actually really cool.
Yes, thank goodness for Drew and Jonathan.
Sorry about that. It was Drew at Finale 3D. Sorry.
Both of them.
But both of them, because we worked with both of them on a couple of different things. But like,
And
the
Neil,
racking
everybody.
features, it was kind of interesting because the racking features in Finale 3D, they told us that there's more lines of code for the racking features than for the fireworks effects you see, which blew my mind. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Wow.
I really hope they get what they teased at PGI figured out, because that would be a game changer for the entire industry.
What was that?
Yeah, you know,
There was
Yeah, no.
what?
Is this
No,
the
leave it
exact
hanging.
moment? Just gonna
There's
keep
always been a rumor about there being a browser based version of Finale. And that's like the dream, because then cross platform, no matter what you're using, you can
Hey, John,
you can do
Mac
it.
users, am I right?
I mean, if anyone needed to, I may or may not have Citrix license, and I could put Finale so anyone could access it from a website.
Yeah, that's not legal. I'm telling
legal.
on you.
You're on a podcast saying that right now.
Citrix is personal.
But hey, if you think about it, John, it's not just for Mac users, because then if you think about it at that point, it doesn't like, I mean, it does matter, but like the specs of your computer or laptop or PC or whatever aren't as much of a concern anymore.
Mm-hmm. It's just being hosted somewhere else.
It's a thing that I really hope happens.
And then your Google Chrome is using like 40 gigabytes of RAM.
And we all get on at the same time and crash the server.
I just want to have it allow multiple people in the same show at the same time.
That's dangerous.
That would be so nice.
Same time is dangerous. Yeah, same time would be tough.
It
Man.
is.
Somebody making changes, same time you're making changes. Like,
yeah.
Imagine doing Skywars like that, Donnie.
I mean, it could be kind of cool. I mean,
the group we have works well together, so I don't think it'd be too big of a problem.
Yeah, because some people like to work early and other people like to wait until the very last second. So,
Justin.
Want to give JJ a chance to come and introduce himself, say hi to us.
Hi guys, I'm in Texas. Probably met some of you at PGI. Been to Sky Wars a few times. Not in your league in terms of doing shows. I would say, Zach, though, at our club events, about 10, 12 years ago, Texas outlawed a certain size of stick rocket. And so we went to our largest retailers, and our mode for our Pyro Club in Texas is we just put about 4,000 or 5,000 or 6,000 of them in cardboard boxes, pour gas on the corners and light them. And
our club insurance does not allow
that. You don't have to do a lot of
Hey, Friday night.
Just saying.
Friday night shenanigans.
It's one way to get her done. But no, I think I posted on, and we probably all saw it on Pyro U. I was kind of struck by, and just as an aside, like Pyrotechnico's big Las Vegas New Year's show with 5-day build and 74 pyros and 10 rooftops. But I looked at the video, and I'm kind of focused on rooftops a little bit, but like it didn't look very good because they had a light rain and kind of a low fog come in right as they were shooting, and it's just like all that work, and then you get that, and I'm not bagging on those guys. It's just, it's just kind of a shame, really. But when the people do those ultra large coordinated events, I was just sort of like, wow, that's a lot of work, that many rooftops and that much stuff.
That also
millions of dollars in those shows. Like, it's wild. Like, it's crazy how much money they're spending on that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That happened with the Space Needle show too.
And I think, so, and I guess, I have friends at Sky Element, so I helped them do a New Year's Eve show in Dallas, and it's just kind of primitive technology to a certain extent. You're just putting 30-foot cascades into these drone housings, and they have a 6M on each drone is basically the way Sky does it. Verge does it with their clone of a 6M, and it works pretty well for certain shapes and stuff, but it's not, it's not really. The scripting of the drone swarm is very complicated, but the pyro itself is fairly simplistic. Like, here's 300 single shots, put them on the drones, and go from there. So that was just kind of an interesting. I just wanted to help my friends out, but also they needed a cover license, so it was just a fun way to spend New Year's. But of course, in Dallas, the most exciting thing about shooting in the city of Dallas, in the middle of downtown, is all the gunshots and the people on highways lighting cakes all around you. Because the cops are completely ineffective. And so it's like, pow, pow, pow. Oh, that's full auto. Oh, well, that's right over there. And it's like, oh, I love that cake. What about this cake on a highway? I like that cake on a back of a
Have you seen
pickup
that?
truck.
That is the latest trend I'm seeing is people are putting their show on the back of pickup trucks. Anybody else seeing that?
Oh, that's not a new thing, I can tell you that.
It's not new, but they're putting it on social media a lot more.
We've done some Christmas and New Year's shows at marinas, right? Because people get their boats out because it's warm enough sometimes in Texas, right? And there's nothing crazier than just see, like, not yachts or something, but like a middle-sized wake boat launching cake after cake off the back of their deck, and we're trying to do a pro show for the crowd and stuff, So anyway, I think the funniest thing about New Year's was just how stupid downtown Dallas was, apart from the pyro and stuff. So
Yeah,
But
I
anyway,
appreciate
just
it.
wanted to chime in and say hi to y'all. So appreciate you.
Thanks for listening and coming on. Appreciate it.
This is probably all the people who listen to our show probably here. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else watches this or listens to us other than just the KCAP people.
We just set it on loop.
I just set it on loop so you do.
Get the views up.
Yeah, man, if you just start a playlist up and then just start going. Yeah.
Well, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. It's been a long day, so I really appreciate you guys having me on. It was nice meeting you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'll see some of you at Winter Blast and PGI.
Thanks for answering all our dumb questions.
Thank you for letting us for you with
no dumb questions.
They're not dumb questions. I always tell people that. Ask away. It's okay. If you guys ever see me at Winter Blast or PGI, please come up and say hi. I don't know if you guys could tell I'm a ginger, so I got some red hair. And my logo is a leprechaun. So if you see somebody in a leprechaun t-shirt, come say hi.
What if we see a leprechaun
listening to this?
Couldn't tell because we can't see him.
Yeah. Zach, are you even there? I think he's just an AI bot.
I'm distracted by Discord right now. It's very entertaining.
All right, John. Thanks for coming on and hanging out with us, man. We appreciate it.
All right, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Thank you.
You bet.
Thanks, John.
Bye.
FireTech Firing Systems, precision you can trust. FireTech Firing Systems are engineered for professionals who demand reliability, flexibility, and long-range performance in every launch. With long-range wireless connectivity up to 3 miles, FireTech operates on the 868-915 MHz frequency, a far less congested band than 2.4 GHz, delivering stronger, more stable communication even in challenging environments. Designed with portability in mind, FireTech modules are compact, lightweight, and travel-friendly, making them easy to transport by air or in checked luggage without hassle. Power is simple and reliable thanks to USB-C charging, allowing quick recharging anywhere and seamless backup power using standard USB power banks in the field. FireTech offers unmatched flexibility. Modules can operate independently without a controller, enabling users to fire multiple modules simultaneously using onboard panel buttons or a compact 4-button remote. Built-in automatic error detection continuously monitors every module. Instead of manual testing, the system performs checks every few seconds and instantly reports any issues to the controller, so you can focus on the show, not the setup. For the first time, FireTech introduces advanced firing rails with lever lock igniter connectors. These innovative connectors deliver a strong, secure connection without relying on springs and allow for fast, tool-free connection and disconnection. Rails connect to modules using standard UTP cables, ensuring durability, simplicity, and easy replacement. FireTech Firing System. Smarter control, stronger connections, and confidence at every launch.
He didn't even get asked the final 5.
No, he didn't. No.
We'll get.
It's the listener takeover. It's not the official,
Just trying to figure out how many 6-inch salutes I can fit into a Skywars show. That's all I'm trying to figure out right now.
6,336,
I
right?
mean, can I do just a show of 6-inch salutes for 15 minutes? That's what I want to know.
There is not currently a song in the show that I would recommend shooting a 6-inch salute, but
Well, I'll make a song. I'll make a spot for it. I'll make a spot for it.
I have an idea of one we could add, but it would ruin the whole flow of the.
It'll just be the first shot of the show. We'll just make the first shot of the show. Just our sound check.
Yeah.
Italian
Have you
stuff.
seen those shows
Sound
where they'll
check,
do like
wind
artistic?
check.
Yeah, they'll do artistic like single shot runs and stuff before they actually start their musical. Could do like a artistic
Or
best
do
Scaletta
the-
before you do your show.
Yeah, or dueling banjos. Boom, 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 boom. I think someone did that at PGI one year, didn't they?
Probably.
Yeah, Mum Pyro did.
Yeah,
did
that's what
that
it was,
in
yeah,
Newton.
Yeah.
It's the only PGI I've been to so far.
Yeah, that was our first one.
Yeah.
I've never been yet.
You got to go.
You
It's
gotta
worth
go.
I've tried the last 2 years. It just comes at a very inconvenient time of the year for me.
Yeah, you won't see a lot of our normal KCAP group that is there this year because of the timing, because it's the first week of school for a lot of people, including myself.
Sounds like we did Skywars prep, probably.
Yeah.
How many weekends are we gonna do this year?
Every weekend.
Starting.
Started. It's already started.
I mean the actual product.
You're already
prep.
late. You're already late for product prep.
Well, you know what? I never got the invite.
I've got 70 cases already ready to go. I mean,
Okay, I guess I need to come visit.
I'm just going to start matching them and just get them prepped for labels later.
I just need to make sure I show up after the kitchen sink is in.
Actually, yeah, that might be good. Yeah,
everything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
He tells his
Someone
wife
could
he's
figure
working
out a
on
way
the
to make
kitchen.
kitchen sink in the sky at Sky Wars. I think that's would love that.
We can put it on lift. We can just lift it up there, right? Just lift it up there on top of the tower.
Like Mufasa.
Well, they do anvil launching. Can't we just launch the kitchen sink instead?
There you go.
This show has everything, and
The kitchen
The
sink.
kitchen sink.
Do it during the song "You Raise Me Up."
Kids.
Wait, Donnie.
Zach.
Never mind, I'll ask you later. This is not a
David.
question for this. I just opened up the Google Drive.
I mean, you can ask a question. I mean, I'm going to cut it out later anyway, probably. You know what I mean?
Okay, this master inventory list, we have all this crap?
And the master, no. What we have in
I was
inventory
about to say.
the finale file is what we have in inventory. The finale file has inventory in it.
Okay, I was about to say, because there's some things on here that I thought we talked about not doing.
Yeah, that's the list from last year.
Live stream.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Live stream it or it didn't happen.
Live stream didn't have. So the fin file, this per show effects is our inventory.
Which version?
I don't know, the most recent version.
V29.
Yeah.
Or for Zach V54.
Is it master or fin? Just V1? Oh, V2 master. Okay,
That's the fin file. Oh, for the fin file.
There's
Yeah.
two. There's two.
Yeah, well, that's probably there's two versions. Huh?
Okay, I'll open it up in a second.
I'm not a version person. I like work on the same version for all of it, and that they'll all be one version. But
David Anglin right now.
Yeah, David.
When are we going to get back to an actual podcast?
No, you're fine.
And not your show team meeting in the middle of our podcast.
No, you're fine.
I was just concerned because I opened this list and there's a lot of very expensive things on it.
I think John Mickrit Jr. would like to have a meeting with you too.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of expensive stuff in our show. I mean, I'm working on that list too.
Great.
David,
How many mods are we getting now?
I mean, all of them.
How many universes? That's the real question.
One.
Universes? What do you mean universes?
One universe of FireTech is 6,336 Qs.
I mean, we'll have a couple. We'll have a couple mods probably.
If we go over one universe, I quit.
Now
We say
taking
this and Zach's going to
applications.
be the reason why.
You can still have multiple universes and have and still be under that Q limit, right? I mean, you can still, a universe for 1.3, universe for 1.4, like we did for Skywars last year, like last time.
I'm fine with having a backup remote, but if we actually need two remotes to shoot the show, I'm done.
No. We'll need 4 because if there's
Stop
two
it.
universes, you'll need the main remote for each universe and then a backup remote for the main remote. So
I
you'll
just like
need
not
4.
having a backup. I like having a backup. Like that sounds like kind of cool. I've never had a backup remote before.
We should
What
try
about
it too.
a backup
I love the
to the
backup.
backup? Then
Yeah,
you
just-
need 6 remotes.
Just clone remote. Must be a FireTech thing.
So, pineapple or not?
Is it a dessert pizza or no?
It's our FireTech ad right here.
FireTech ad here.
Yeah. Lauren's been good with us, helping us out. There you go.
Yeah, thank you, Lorian.
Yeah.
I love you.
Thanks, Lauren, for helping us and participating and supporting us for this venture and providing us some nice deals.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're interested in reaching, interested in fire tech, you can reach out to several people on this episode, or you can just reach out to Lorian directly. I mean, Lorian's very easy to get hold of, Facebook or email, or I'll email him and gets back very, very quickly. So it's always been
very responsive.
Yeah,
very.
So
that dude
David,
never
you
sleeps.
sound like you've talked to him.
Who?
I've
thinking?
I've email conversations with him. Yeah, I've been talking to email. Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
think
about David.
We might be winning David over. I don't know.
We've had
David's on email chain with us. David's on email chain with us.
Okay, I was just wondering. You never know.
Yeah. Well, I'm close. I've almost got him.
How much Cobra do you have?
We were just talking about how
we talked about that with last episode.
Yeah. Would I send you the picture?
Zach, have
about
you not been watching?
You can send
Felt
me
cute.
anything.
Might
If
make a
you
post
knew how
about
busy
I need
my
to fit
life
in.
was,
Donnie.
You know who we really need to convert? Justin.
Oh my gosh.
that'll never happen. That dude literally has a retirement in fire or in Cobra mods.
He would just buy fire tech mods. He would still keep his Cobra mods. He would just buy more mods.
Systems.
Actually, that's correct. That's what he would do. He'd just buy
It
more.
really
Just
is.
buy more.
Yeah.
He'd just be like,
Of both.
Sold his truck, bought 100 fire tech mods.
he'll downgrade to a car and only show up with mods to every event. I'm done shooting shows, guys.
Never know.
Come to the dark side, David. We have cookies.
Cookies.
They may be browser based, but we have cookies.
When's the next David show happening?
Elevate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
When's David making the trek to Missouri again before Sky Wars?
Sky Wars.
Whenever I remember to text Travis about setting up a group buy.
He's trying to sell his stuff to us. He's like,
Donnie
who do I
said
reach
you
out
already
to?
have,
I'm like,
I did. I
you should
was
reach out
like-
to Travis.
Because I knew you guys just got
Fireworks
new
will
board
buy.
members, so wasn't sure who to contact.
I'm the same though.
Huh?
Hey, I just shared one link, which is more for comic relief, but on page 11 at a WPA event in the past, Jackalope Billy, one of the Jackalopes, which are kind of a famous kind of hippie pyro group for the WPA, kind of goes through how to make 2.5-inch shell salutes, like not make them, but like use TI salutes and tape them to 16-ounce beer cans and then launch them for Lamparis. And so we did that at our last fall event at PAD, and we actually put 20 of them in a show. And it's stupid and dangerous and all those things. But on page 11, the Jackalope Billy takes you through exactly how to do it. And, so he recommends pouring the light beer into the
I see
sand
that.
at
It's
WPA.
like the correct way to drink a Coors Light.
Yeah.
I approve this message.
But the fact that I brought the TI 2.5-inch TI salutes and that everybody was at the campfire on Friday before the Saturday event was like, okay, everybody drink up. We need about 24 of these. And then they actually taped them up and filled them full of gas. And then they put them in a show. And you had to use it because of the aluminum can, 16-ounce aluminum can. You basically put them in a 3-inch tube, not a 2.5-inch, even though they're driven by a 2.5-inch. So some of them are just like German grenades. They're just tumbling over and over, like up in the air. But they generally go off.
They're going to go off either
And so
in the tube or
I would
slightly
say go
above
to
the
page
tube.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but anyway, it was just some fun, stupid stuff that we've done in our club and probably stuff that you won't see at
That's
PGI.
funny.
So, but
One thing
in
Bill
any case,
Corbett has, I've asked him about, is attaching a Gatorade bottle to a 3-inch salute for a Lampare. Still a 3-inch gun, but it fits perfectly.
no, and perfect is not our forte in Texas, but like
Go big or
Curtis,
go
were you-
home, right?
generally worked.
Curtis, were you at Jacobs when we sent the Sprite bottle to space?
Was I at Jacobs when we? It was not Jacobs. It was the Shelley's.
Oh yeah, we were at Shelley's. If you didn't know, a normal like soda bottle that you get out of the vending machine, not the can, the actual bottle, it like airtight pressure fits inside of a 3-inch gun.
And then the Sprite bottle aerosols.
If the bottle doesn't break, you can send it about 700 feet in the air.
Oddly specific information.
Can you put an EX number on that?
Yeah. We were more in the mood not to really
try.
Use sticks to press the bottle of aluminum can of gas into forcing it into a 2.5-inch tube, but we just kind of let it drop in there. So,
that's funny.
We're kind of easy.
Interesting.
Is that the definition of we have Lamparis at home?
It's my definition.
I made some Lamparis that questionably fit inside of a consumer mortar.
We don't talk about that. That was one of the scariest nights of my life.
So back to Travis's
they were
question.
fun,
Back to Travis's question.
Wait, what was this question?
Yeah.
Are we talking about pineapple on pizza again?
No.
No.
When David's next show is.
My next show.
Pineapple on pizza? Oh.
David, I would like to hear, sir, if you want to talk a little bit about what you have coming up next, sir.
Well, doing a national anthem on Saturday night at Elevate. So that'll be fun.
With towers?
Probably not.
Curtis, let him talk.
Probably not. And then...
That's exciting.
Yeah. And then maybe another show somewhere in Wisconsin.
Somewhere.
Does Craig know yet?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Still need to text him.
Does Wisely know yet?
Actually, I do need to text him. Craig, if you're listening and I haven't reached out, please reach out.
Just reach out.
He's sorry in advance.
Yeah.
I want to bring you on the show, by the way, too.
Yeah, that's why I need to talk to him.
It's his turn for his rotation.
It is.
Are you doing blind pyro this year at Skywars?
No. Supposedly I have to help with a bigger show. So
I mean, he has to remember K-Cap. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it's true.
I mean, I told him he had a choice. I told him he wasn't allowed to do a show. He didn't have a choice. He was already hired.
We don't allow children on the shoot side.
He was already enslaved.
What'd you say?
Been to any K-Cap shows?
Well,
he's witnessed a lot.
Kind of a K-Cap show.
We blew up some stuff in the front yard of my house when you were there.
Yeah,
true. And he brought amazing food.
Yes, he brought
egg rolls
and the lotus flowers.
Guys, he's seen like at least 5 or 6 of our shows at PGI.
Okay, has he been to a K-Cap event?
Like a K-Cap
no,
event?
Yeah, he needs to come. He needs to come to our one in March.
What's the date?
Yeah,
I've heard it's going to be a good one.
That's because Zach's going to do a show. I'm putting.
If I get my crap together,
I will give you racks. Do you need racks?
I need 13 racks.
What is the date?
I have at least that.
I don't know. I can't really give details
March
on the
14th.
podcast.
I'll be live streaming from Spain for you guys. So.
Oh, yeah, you suck.
You suck, Donnie. Okay, you gonna talk about that now, Donnie? What are you gonna go do, buddy?
Yeah,
we're gonna be at Las Fallas for a week. So.
Is there going to be a special episode?
I'm sure I'll record some content while we're there. I've been trying to work some. I'm a co-host of a podcast, kind of emails, making some connections, So, I've been trying to figure out some ways where I can get some access to be able to record some content or at least some good vantage points. So,
have you got anything back then, or?
No, I've had some conversations with a few people. So. I've been trying to reach out to some factories actually and trying to get some tours on factories, but they've been a little less receptive of giving tours. So, I reached out to Recosta directly, and they don't do Las Falls because they're too far outside of Valencia, and then obviously they want to be able to do accommodate a tour either. So, but Yeah. I've talked with one guy a little bit who he's actually he's part of the press group, and so he said if he needed to, he could introduce me to some pyros.
So you're going to become media, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping. That's what I'd like to do. I'm gonna get a press pass and record the content
awesome.
and get some
How much
interviews.
Spanish do you know, Donnie?
I took some Spanish in high school.
That does not work.
I took 4 years of Spanish in high school. I'm good. I'll hit my Duolingo.
Maybe you do need to get those meta glasses.
But yeah, we'll be there during the last 5 days when it's the craziest, where I won't get any sleep.
Yeah.
It'll just be salutes nonstop all night long, probably. 400 days. Wow. So she said she could teach me.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, sorry, I put a side chat where it said my daughter is over 400 days into Spanish on Duolingo, and every now and then I'll be like, okay, what are you doing? Are you learning anything? And then she'll insult me in Spanish, and I don't know what she's saying.
Sí, hablo español.
No, I know what you just said. She's more advanced than that. I can say that. She'll say something else. I'm like, what are you saying? What she'll say is, oh, Father, your lack of understanding is quite amusing to me. But she'll say it in Spanish or something like that.
That's such a Joe thing to say.
Absolutely.
She's a brat right now. She's such a tween.
She's in her Taylor Swift era.
Oh,
stop it.
She absolutely is.
Thought we killed Taylor.
We did.
Pretty sure she's alive.
Yeah, I might be working on a resurrection.
Oh,
The resurrection.
At an upcoming K-Cap show.
Oh, wait.
Freeze Fest?
Yeah, I got a kitchen. I don't have time for Freeze Fest.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Bogue will be our test site, and might have some testing at Summers Fest this summer. I mean, Kevin Dix is he wants to test some stuff.
Why do you give us hard things to do?
Hard things to do? What do you mean hard things to do?
You know what I'm talking about.
Who's shooting Summers Fest?
Yeah,
No.
I'm
shooting Summers Fest?
still really trying to talk Jacob into doing it, because he's wanted to redo one of his shows that he shot and do it his way for a long time, and I'm really trying to get him to finally. I basically told him, like, I will do whatever it takes to get you to shoot this show.
Well, he just needs to script it now in the off season and not when he's trying to run a bunch of fireworks things.
There's other things happening, so that's the problem. Life and
Curtis is really typing there.
Yeah,
he is.
Curtis is a noisy typer.
Mute when you type, buddy.
My bad.
Does he know what mute is?
No, he's never heard of that before.
What's that?
Yeah.
Hey, I can type fast, like 85 words per minute.
I'm trying to figure out which Discord thread he's typing so much in.
Who said it is a Discord thread?
It keeps changing.
Man, you guys have been, holy smokes, how many messages have you guys been putting in that Freeze Fest right now?
Hey,
that's
Brian
what I was
wanted
saying.
it to get going. So
Earlier when I was not talking at all, I was trying to catch up on the Freeze Fest chat.
I just skipped to the end.
215 messages.
Yeah, I don't have time.
Just use ChatGPT to give you an overview, right?
We are not introducing that into our Discord. Not happening. That thing breaks everything.
I've thought about that. I've thought about putting an AI bot in Discord for people to ask questions and to do search.
It's
on my
breaks
list.
Everything.
It's on my list. I think
might help some people.
Because I gotta find a better way to find stuff.
It would help Mom because
the
she
search at the
opens her
top right
Discord
works
app and
good.
there's like 12,000 unread messages.
Yeah, the Discord search is that's got a lot to be desired.
Yeah,
It's clunky.
I've used it before to try and find one specific thing, and it's
hard.
Been
It's
a
hard.
nightmare.
Yeah, it's hard to use.
Discord is a live talk app. It is not a repository.
Definitely
Add a
not.
search. it's bad at it's just not what it's good at. So
Thumb down is back.
But Discord was not meant to be used for what we try to use it for.
well, it's more of a have your cake and eat it too issue technology wise.
Yeah.
You want something you can quickly interact with, but then people want archivability, and those two things sometimes butt heads.
Yeah.
Or go off topic.
Oh, you're one to talk.
I mean, you're trying to corral 130 people right into one chat environment. It's tough.
Hey,
To be fair, there's only like 20 of us that actually talk.
Well,
We're
but
at
the
like
problem is, right? You got the other
155
40 people
members.
who want to find something and they can't find it because 20 people have 4,000 messages.
Hey, we're at like 150 something members right now.
I know. It's
That's
cranking,
pretty impressive.
dude. Yeah.
JJ, what's
That's-
your club scene look like?
That's just in Discord too.
Yeah, so we have about, in Texas, we have about 110 to 120 full-time members, kind of like in a Pyro type full-time member thing. It's about $130 a year to be a full-time member. We have 2 events per year, one in end of first queue, one in the beginning of third or fourth queue. So we don't do a whole lot, but during the year we have our own Discord, and it's helpful, especially we're probably 50-50 builders and display operators. And so we've made kind of a purposeful, conscious thing to support the builders. I mean, you guys are mostly display guys, I think, and I'm a display guy, right? So, and so I think we've done a good job of catering to both groups. And it might be only twice a year, but Chris Roth, who's one of the top builders in the country, he's a member, and he'll have build weekends at his place near Houston and stuff. And so he'll have a couple people come over for the weekend and build some shelves. They're more artistic than just big boomers. We've got some guys who just like to make boomers and stuff. But in any case, that's our club scene. It's not that active, but we're a little bit better nowadays of having communication between events than we
And I
ever
will
used
say,
to.
if you, as a listener, have never seen a Chris Roth shell in person, they are absolutely gorgeous. They're stunningly beautiful. I mean, you got to see one someday.
Yeah, so Chris is 2-time Grand Master at PGI in the recent history. And he's just a nice guy. And so it's interesting that Chris is very legal in terms of the way he keeps his mag and everything weighed to the gram. And when he brings his stuff up, he shoots it that night. Our club doesn't have a magazine, and that's been a big thing for all the small clubs. Can you support a magazine? Maybe MAPAG is the most successful at that, but, we could, in some ways, it's hard for us to keep our club alive. And I think it's probably a good kind of talk about like how do clubs handle these things, like not having a group mag. And we really survive on like I have a display company. We have 6 or 7 display companies. Mm-hmm. They provide insurance for events for display, the display portion. And so the club saves money with that. And I spent a lot of time in the club space, and obviously been, I'm recording secretary for the PGI. So, but I think the main thing is we watched the Cracker Jacks break off viciously from the builders in MAPAG, and we wanted to make sure that we could try to, deal with both groups and help them pursue their goals.
I mean,
so
anyway,
that's
is
kind of
there
where I'm coming
really
from.
any clubs that do have both scenes, like the builder and like the musical, like steady?
Well, I think you guys are way into the musicals and stuff, but I think FPEG has that component, even though FPEG is probably
huge. 500
members. I think WPA is 600 members, but is really focused around Winter Blast, which I've never been to, but also I think it's Do It, which is their builder long weekend. And so WPA has that kind of component, but I think it's more builder based. but both of them have displays during their events, I think. MOPAG, the Massachusetts club, is definitely, and they've got a permanent site in Virginia. They're definitely builders only. Cracker Jacks, they're definitely displays only. And, you know, I think our club's half and half, but again, we're only a little bit over 100 people. And I try to study the club space because it's my interest. So.
Are you guys around a lot of magazines? Like, display, like, there's a lot of, in Kansas City, there's like Schneider's and stuff where you can purchase product and have it stored there. Do you guys have that ability out where you're at, or no?
There's only one new vendor that's come on the scene that sells 1-3 in Texas, and that's Chris Stacy, who does the Lone Star Fireworks Festival. And so he's only been on the scene selling 1-3, say, on contingency basis, like a Wisely or something, for about 3 years. Before that, there was Magic in the Sky, but they kind of folded up that side of their operation after the accident in Florida. But, you know, people like my company, I'll buy from Flying Phoenix or Casabella's, and then I store stuff in my mag. So how we actually do events is that people will cherry pick my inventory and other people's inventory who have display companies, and we'll bring it to the site and we'll shoot it. But not as much. And then some people will even take the trip to Casabella's or Wisely to do like a contingency purchase or something. It's kind of gray. But with Chris Stacy in state, you could definitely buy from him, take it to the display site that day and shoot it, and that would be totally legal. So we don't have that many wholesalers, I guess, in my point, versus like the Kansas City or St. Louis area.
We buy from Chris too, though. Several of us. So, he's a good dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know, the most Diet Mountain Dew I've ever seen a human consume on an annual basis. So Chris is a good friend of mine, and I actually got to go to LSFF for the first time this year. And, you know, people like, you probably know James Howard was helping what they call Jacob and Josh, the J team, do their 4300Q display. And that was a funny display. If we ever pull up a YouTube on the LSFF display from this year, the big display, you've never seen this many grass fires even in Texas at one time.
We know a little bit about that show, don't we?
Like literally
we were there. We were there.
And John.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. You were there. Okay. So you know.
I tried to avoid
was not
that
my
whole.
fault.
I tried to avoid that. I was working on other things.
How many shows did we work on?
No, I helped out for 2 days. So
I think me and Donnie and I touched at least, I think every show.
I think just every show we helped something on, yeah.
Yeah, I helped the 2 blind pyro people sync their mods at the last minute, you know, and I'm just like, geez, like this is your guys' first show and you're going up against Sean Hodder. It's like,
Sean was making me so mad that day because he's just sitting over there
by himself
in his lawn chair, and he's like, "Yeah, I just got those 2 stacks of cakes left, and I'm done." And I'm like, "You suck."
But you guys were there, so you kind of probably know the story. Like, they get another 50, 60 cakes dumped on them because of this weird thing that transpired. So they go from 180 cakes to 240 or something, and the blind pyro beginners were like, "Oh my God, this sucks so bad."
A team dropped out at the last minute,
and
so
they all
divvied
shot at
up
the end of the day.
everything from that team amongst everybody else, and it kind of threw a.
When you say dropped
curveball.
out last minute, how last minute?
It was like a day or two before, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it was the morning of? Okay. I heard a couple different stories.
Yeah. I mean, it was the night before, but they didn't really, I mean, I don't know if they were scripting or something. I mean, the guys I was helping from my pad club, like, they were just like, what are we going to do? It's like, well, fire all or something. I don't know what the hell to do
That
with all
seems
this
to be
shit,
a common
you know?
theme
It's
at
just-
Lone Star, because a couple years back, 2 or 3 years back, one of the 1-3 displays the morning of canceled their show.
Oh.
And there was a fight, and they ended up just dropping their shells in piles on the field pre-e-match with no racks. And then we had to go clean them up because we had to shoot the rest of the shows.
Well, and we also, was that the year that we also basically had to set up an entire 1-3 show in a day?
Yes, that is also the
Yeah.
same year that happened.
Wow.
That year was something. I'll tell you that.
That was the true power of the K-Cap
even
Army
this year,
at display
Yeah,
there.
all like 5 of us at that
Yeah,
time.
we set up the whole. It was what, Curtis? It was 400 or 500 cues, and we did it in a day.
Yeah, it was you, Jason,
Jacob.
Jason's son. Was Jacob there?
Yeah, Jacob was there.
Jason.
Okay, Jacob.
Yeah, all the
and me.
J's.
Yeah, all the J's. There were like 5 or 6 of us that did a like 500-600 Q show in a day.
1-3.
Yeah, it was last minute. Yeah, I just came out at the, for Friday and Saturday just to help James. He's my business partner and friend. But also, so I did some stuff. And then the Saturday of LSFF, it was kind of a horror show because the 1-3 hadn't been sorted or labeled. So they're sorting and labeling it on the fly while we were dropping it. I think we finished dropping the 1-3 in 5 pods of 1-3 for the big show at LSFF for the J team. I was probably the leader at the last bit, and we probably finished dropping the last shells at 6:30 p.m. and people were starting to gather at the shooter station at 7. I had a 10-year-old putting quick plugs into Muxbird slats. I was like, he's 10. He's probably old enough. Okay, he's got hands. He can
Sounds
do
like
that.
me.
Yeah.
You're 10?
But
At one point, that sounds like me.
At one point, that was it.
well, I just
Yes.
think they spent so much time on their towers earlier in the week. I think they just, you guys were there, some of you, so
We don't
time
talk
just got
about
away
the
from
tower.
Talk about the tower.
I finished wiring one of the second tower, and it sucked ass. Just it was
I
bad.
took
It
photos
was
of
hard.
the rat's nest. It was interesting.
I remember it was Friday morning, and I walk out there, and they're all standing around the tower scratching their heads, and up to that point, me and my dad and Donnie and Jacob Summers were the only people that we know of in the world that had ever touched one of those towers to use for fireworks. And they're like, Zach, how do you attach the wheels on there? And I was like, the show is tomorrow. I need to know how you're attaching the wheel on there. And they're like, yeah, that's what we were going to ask you. And I was like, got it. So then we spent 2 hours, and I was like, you got to do this, and you got to drill a hole in this, and it worked out. I'm so glad it worked out.
It worked out good, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All the
John, you got to
mods.
cover your
Pretty
face.
mess, John.
Yeah. It's stuck at focus. Yeah. It was super fun. I definitely didn't spend 4 hours in scaffolding finishing it. There you go. Yeah. And surprising, it was mostly accurate. If you know the problems that were
There's
faced,
maybe a little better backside shot.
There were some major issues.
It was. I was very surprised that we got it done, and even more surprised that it went according to plan. I think everyone who worked on the tower and the J team were all very shocked that the tower worked pretty much exactly as they planned it to.
Yeah. That's definitely ambitious.
And J team, when you listen, we're not trying to bash you. Your show was great.
I had
really
goosebumps
was.
the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do.
What's that?
Huh?
Zach said something about having goosebumps.
Everybody's gonna get the full unedited version of this. Like it's just gonna be
Good
paste,
grief.
copy paste.
This will be fun.
This will be edited and be out released in a couple months by the time I get through it all.
Yeah, you'll have some time on an airplane.
Yeah. So obviously I'm a secretary for the PGI, but what I've been doing lately is using the AI transcription on the Teams meetings, and that shit's money, because you want to check some weird motion that has odd legal language in it or something. It's just it sums stuff up badly, but like the exact words that people say, generally it's pretty accurate. I don't know how it works for you guys with this stuff.
Yeah. We use the whole AI.
You can feed it an audio track and have it write it out.
Too. They used it at work a lot and summarize meetings and stuff like that, and it's pretty good.
So, any chance we might see a Roth shell at Lone Star this year? Or has he said?
Possibly. He generally comes more to our Pyrotechnic Artists of Texas club events, just because it's designed around builders and not display people. We did have I brought a 16-inch commercial F&F shell, and I'm trying to think if anybody else. I think there might have been a John White built 16-inch shell at LSFF. So, but Chris generally, he wants to go to a controlled environment. He's just that level of detail kind of thing. I'm sure he would build a shell for LSFF if Chris asked him or something, or Chris Stacy asked him. It's just, what we do for our club events is on Friday nights we have a builder's showcase, and we'll have something like over 100 custom shells from 3-inch to 16-inch, and then rockets and fleets of rockets and strobe rockets that everybody has built. And so that's kind of our Friday night thing, is to just, this is made by this person and this is what the thing is, and we shoot it. And then on Saturday night we have like a 1-4, kind of in your parlance, like a 1-4 pro-am, but only by itself, and then some kind of combo 1-3, 1-4 pyro musical to end the night, and then some people go off and do open shooting after that. So like, it works for us, and it helps us showcase the builders on one night and then showcase the display operators on the second night.
That's awesome.
And I think, Donnie, even in your podcast thing, I think it's, obviously it's an interest of mine how local clubs work, but even the PGI doesn't do a good job of John Salzberg was trying to hand out pamphlets for people at this last PGI, for the different clubs in different areas, but there's not a lot of good inter-club communication, I would say. I mean, there is some, definitely between the FPAG and WPA and PGI, and then there's all the industry people at NFA and APA and NFPA. Those guys all talk, but it's like a level above where we are here as your, highly skilled display hobbyists and competitors at things like Skywars and Elevate. But then there's that whole other industry level that exists on the importer side.
It's an interesting concept. I guess I never really thought about having clubs maybe have a face at NFA or APA or I don't know. It's interesting.
I mean, there's no reason for me as a small display company, and even as an active member of my club, to go to NFA or APA. Like, I don't really need to see those demos. I mean, you guys are even highly skilled, but like, I can just watch all the videos I want and buy what I want. Like, I don't need to see a demo in person. And even Elevate, to me, been on Cobra for 10 or 12 years or something. I don't really need to go to Elevate. I talked to Cobra at PGI, but Elevate really has no meaning for me, apart from just being a good time.
Tax write-off.
Well, the great thing about owning your own small display company is you can expense the shit out of everything. I'm going to go buy a car now.
Yeah. Well, should we get in the final five, Donnie?
Final five. I mean, I guess we that formal tonight.
I don't know. We don't have to.
Hour and 50 into recording.
I get it. Yeah, we should wrap it up at some
But
point. I guess.
who's counting?
Apparently, Curtis.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to hop. It was really good to meet you guys a little bit
we
more.
appreciate you coming on.
AJ.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on,
Thanks
JJ.
for having me.
Talk
Thanks,
later.
man.
Shoot. Later.
Scared him. He didn't want to have a conversation about pineapple.
Apparently so, yeah. He said final five. I'm out of here.
Hey everyone, when you think solid fireworks, what brand pops into your head? For a lot of pyro fans and shops, it is Winda. Pyro fans love us because our stuff just works. Retailers love us because customers keep coming back asking, hey, you got more of that Winda? And honestly, we get why they know what works. You will see why when these roll across your screen. For decades, Winda has maintained the same standard. Bright brakes, clean timing, and dependable safety. If you're curious, don't sit on it. Go see why people keep choosing Winda year after year. Check out the full lineup at www.pandafireworks.com. Winda Fireworks, the most reliable fireworks brand.
Sayonara. Adios, amigo.
Yeah. The notes JJ mentioned he's on the board there for PGI.
Yeah.
Probably should give a shout out to PGI for
Yes.
our
For
sponsorship.
hiring him
and
to come on? No, I'm just kidding.
hiring him to come on.
Speaking of PGI,
He was filling in for Craig tonight. That was our Craig substitute.
It's
Curtis, you
already
just
on
doxed
there.
yourself.
Everybody knows where Curtis
just
lives. Everybody's
Uh-oh,
spamming.
yeah.
You got
I got
Johnny.
I'm gonna blow
got
that. I'm gonna blow that up super big.
got that in the mail today.
Yeah,
gonna be
you're
his
gonna get a
header.
lot of stuff in the mail now. You're gonna get a lot of stuff in the mail now.
Well,
Put a sign
it's
up for the
always
army.
fun to
You
All right,
hungry?
little fun
I'll send you a
fact.
pizza.
We'll send you some pizza.
pizza. As long as it doesn't have pineapple on it.
Oh my.
Only pineapple on the pizza.
That's the
Just
segue,
tomato
Donnie.
sauce.
Donnie,
and
start
pineapple.
talking. That's the segue.
So if you're listening, we're gonna send I want everybody to send a pineapple pizza to Curtis tomorrow.
This means you actually have to comb through the video footage, though, now.
I mean I know exactly. I know about what time it was. I mean it'd be super easy. So I guess we're gonna skip to the last question on the final five.
Yes.
Like does pineapple belong on pizza?
Absolutely changed my mind.
It depends on the pizza. There is dessert pizzas, and pineapple would not be bad on a dessert pizza.
What?
You've never
Okay.
had a dessert pizza?
Well, yeah, but
Let me ask this for
like
those
see,
of
I've had
us.
like yeah. I mean yeah. Okay.
For those of us that don't like pineapple on pizza, do we like pineapple not on the pizza? Because my answer is no.
Is he saying, do you just like pineapple?
I don't. I like pineapple juice, like mixed with orange juice, but I don't like pineapple. So,
What?
Pineapple's good. I don't know what's wrong
Pineapple's
with him.
very good.
Yeah, nice fresh pineapple. Like yeah. Travis, you ordering pineapple on your pizzas?
I love pineapple. I buy like 2 or 3 fresh pineapples per month. Only an ungodly center of the universe would put it on a pizza.
Travis.
Go to Italy and ask them that. They will cut you.
we will cut
Listen.
you down.
Travis is
If
one
you're
of the only people.
if you're a stupid college kid in Oklahoma, you probably
Hey,
won't.
hey! You know, I was about to hype you up, but you know what? I'll just keep my comment to myself now.
Pineapple
Okay,
does not
so can I
belong
be
on the
serious?
pizza.
So with that said, it's like there's the art side of me when it comes to food because I love cooking even more than pyro, and I actually don't hate pineapple on pizza, but it feels like a sin to me. Like it's so gross. But I don't hate
Pineapple on the pizza is a sin.
This is the most polarizing question ever invented in the universe.
This has been another episode of Pyro Unleashed. Come back each week for more industry insights, technical tips, and awesome pyro designs. Have fun out there, be safe, and as always, remember to unleash your inner pyro with us.